And we're back. God, we're feeling a bit fragile today. Met a Russian and an Australian last night in the bar, and then got a bit silly. Got way too silly. I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go back to bed. And I was like, oh, hang on, what time's my train at? Looked and it was at 12. I wasn't planning on getting up until 12, but here we are, outside and about, bag on back, bag in hand, back with this stupid thing. Really considering sending some stuff back to Perth, because honestly it's not a vibe. Absolutely not a vibe. Oh dear. Right, today we're going back to Sydney. We're catching the bus to go to the train station so they can go back to Sydney. We'll get to Sydney and then we're going to go to Newcastle. Literally booked it at 12 o'clock last night. I actually didn't realise I booked it until this morning when I looked at my phone and I had a notification from booking.com saying booking confirmed, your stay in Newcastle. So I woke up like, yeah, cool, guess I'm going to Newcastle. Still feel a bit drunk, can't lie, but I wasn't missing out on that train because that train cost me $100. Oh dear. So cut to me at the train station, and we've made it back to Canberra station. Too hungover for this. So there you have it, folks. That was Canberra. We had some highs, we had a lot of lows, but all in all it wasn't too bad. It was a bit of a funny trip, you know what I mean? A little side quest on the journey of travelling up the east coast. Oh, time to go back to Sydney, get to Newcastle, see what that's all about. I was supposed to sit in cabin B. I'm not. A bunch of kids in the front, and I'm literally, my seat's at the front. So you know what we're gonna do? Sit somewhere else. Look at this. Love this. Empty. Wait for them to come and moan at me. Oh gee. Not today, mate. Not today. Have it. Thank you. Ah, it's sunny and it's warm. Ah, we're back in Sydney. That was the longest train ride ever, and it's really loud here. But back in Sydney. I'm really hoping they're gonna let me pay again to put my bags in, but the only reason they don't last time was because I was going on the train. I'm not sure if you need a train ticket to do it. I don't have a train ticket. Oh, there's a baggage storage space over there. Happy days, happy days. Oh mate, $12 for a small bag for a day. I literally want to drop it for like an hour. I'm gonna try the other place. The other place I went to was $4. Bit of a trek. I'll walk down there. Oh. $12 for a small bag. That is not a small bag. Oh, oh, come on, please. Please let me store it there. It was only $4 here. You alright, buddy? Fancy doing me a big favour?
Yeah.
I've just got off of the NSW train link.
Yep.
And I've got to get a train to Newcastle, but I literally just want to go grab a bite to eat. Am I able to pay to leave that here for 1 hour?
Don't worry about transfer, just hand it over.
Really?
Yep.
I don't mind paying, innit?
No, it's alright, it's only going to be for an hour.
Yeah, I'm going to go get some food and then come back, and then I've got to get back on a train to go to Newcastle. Feeling lucky today, mate. Feeling lucky. Oh, I might go buy a lottery ticket, you know. Oh, didn't even charge me. I went to that bag storage place. I didn't even go up to the counter. I just saw that it was a small bag, was $12 and went nope. Okay, let's go get some pizza. So much busier than Canberra. All the people here is probably the amount of people I saw in Canberra.
This station is
We have arrived at Oaksonville. Where is Oaksonville, you might ask? No idea. Honestly, no idea. And I got a jumper on as well. It's freezing. Freezing on the train to Sydney. Now it's blue skies. I'm a little bit fuming actually. I'm actually really fuming. Because I looked at the weather at Sydney and it said it was absolutely raining, thunderstorms, lightning, all of the bad weather. So I've booked to go to Newcastle, so I'll just go to Newcastle then. Mate, it's beautiful here. The sun is shining. A little bit annoyed. I would have done a night in Sydney, I reckon. But, hey ho. I literally spent like an hour looking through TikTok like Sydney best food and all that. And let me tell you, this was the most hyped of them all. Pizza Bros. Rooftop. Surely it's not in there. Don't tell me they're not open. I actually didn't think I could deal with that today. This is so weird. You go into a hotel and you go upstairs. You can smell pizza. You can smell pizza. Oh mate, what? Mad. This is so random. So random. Sick. Mad. Okay, I'm not going to be able to film much in here because they're playing music. It's so loud. But we've gone for quick taste test. Not bad, not bad. It was way too loud to try and film in there. 8-3. If the circumstances had have been different, I probably would have given it a higher rating. The place as a whole, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a cool place. That was cool how it's like all on the rooftop. It was weird you have to walk through a hotel to get to it, but it was all on the rooftop. And you could see them cooking it with the fires and that. But then you just had some woman on a DJ deck. Like, first of all, why have you got decks in a restaurant that's not needed? And second of all, why are you blaring music so no one could hear anyone like speak or think or anything? Do you know what I mean? Plus I got a bit of a headache. Not headache, I'm a bit hungover still, so the loud music just was not the one. Oh, I was so over it, so over it. I literally wanted to eat that pizza and get out of there as quickly as possible. And not only that, I ordered an orange juice on the menu, yeah? I think it should be a legal right to put if the orange juice is going to come with bits or if it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't be springing that on people. I just assume it's not got bits in it. So I ordered an orange juice and that had bits in it. I know Miles is laughing somewhere. But yeah, 8-3. It was okay. I think a little bit overhyped. Pizza was nice. Pizza was very nice. But like I said, I'm hungover, so it wasn't probably the right circumstance to be trying stuff. And we're back in Central. Let's go see my man Scott. I think Scott was his name.
I recognised you through the window.
There you have it. Thank you so much, I really appreciate that. It's not light, is it? Nice one, thank you.
I lift heavier.
Yeah? Wow, imagine carrying it around for like half hour whilst you're walking though. So annoying. Alright, thanks buddy. Shut up. Alright, bag secured.
Is an all-stop service to Tarawan. The next stop is Gadigal.
Oh, we have made it to Epping, which is something I'd never thought I'd say in Australia, because there's an Epping in England. But now we're in Epping, and now we need to connect to another train to go to Newcastle. So I go up the stairs in Epping, have a look at my platform. Departs in 53 minutes. You can't make it up. This is where I'm going to be for the next 53 minutes. Long. 53 painful minutes later. Yeah. Literally left Canberra like 11, 10 or 11. And I haven't stopped yet. We've still got like 2 hours to go on here. And then we have like a 10-minute walk. So over it. 2 hours and 30 minutes later, we have arrived at Newcastle. Again, an English name. Wouldn't have thought I'd say I was going to Newcastle when I booked my flight to Australia. But here we are. I've been to Epping and Newcastle all in one day. So I don't think I'm going to do much now. I'm going to go drop the bag off and go to sleep, I think. I'm so knackered. Literally been travelling all day. It's just gone 10, 4 past 10. Well, now 5 past 10. So cut to me tomorrow and we'll go for a little wander. And we're back. Another day out here. First day actually, first day out here. We got gym on again. Weather's actually picked up. It's extremely windy. That might mess some audio up today, but the weather's banging. It's supposed to be like, it was supposed to be rain and thunderstorms. I was expecting just to stay in for the next few days, but apparently not. Now I have had a little look online, a little Google, and there's nothing to do here either. It doesn't seem like there's much to do in Australia, activity-wise. Now I've done a few things, but I know every single town or city I go to, all it says is like there's museums or there's beaches or there's wine tastings. That's it. And the wine tastings are always silly expensive, so I'm not doing that. Not when it's free in Perth. I'm not paying for it over here, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not really too sure where I'm going today. I'm gonna go for a little walk around, like there's like a coastal walk you can do, and there's a memorial walk that you can do. So I think I'm gonna go do those things. And yeah, it's just gonna be a bit of a wandering day really. Not much going on. I was gonna try and book an activity, but there's literally nothing here. So we'll just explore around Newcastle, see what Newcastle looks like. First side quest of the day is gonna be, oh look, I've washed this hat, yeah, and it's gone funny now. Cracking jokes and everything. Drinks secured, and now we continue the walk. I do miss having a car, I can't lie. When you get a little taste of having a car, just being able to drive where you want for one day, oh, I do miss it. But we're back to doing the steps, we're back to walking. See if we can find anything cool, see if we can find any hidden gems in Newcastle. We've managed to find one in every city we've been to so far, so I reckon we could do it again. Definitely feels a lot more busier than Canberra. Definitely not as busy as Sydney, but I'd say more busier than Canberra. Everything looks so new. All the buildings, they look so new. I think we've started the coastal walk now. Although I assumed the coastal walk would be beachy, like the one in Sydney. But then again, you should never assume, should you? I suppose it is coastal. I don't know if it's just going to be that the entire time. Makes a difference. Easy does it. Easy does it. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. I was looking at stuff, I was trying to find restaurants, and I was trying to find things to do. But as soon as you type Newcastle in, you just get Newcastle in England. That's not helpful. A bit far away from that. This must be a port or something. So we're just going to keep going down the coastal walk. See if we can find anything interesting. And then worst case scenario, we'll go get a pad thai. We'll go and do a little Newcastle pad thai review. See what they're like here. I mean, I thought it'd just be a generic dish. I thought they'd taste the same everywhere, but they definitely don't. I'll tell you that for free. You heard it here first. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy coffee. And that's pretty close. Oh dear. Unless it's a terribly made coffee, in which case you've just wasted your money and you haven't got any happiness, do you? Doesn't really feel like a coast. I'm walking past a jetty now. But I have seen, I'll try and zoom in on that. There, somewhere around there, there's a big hill with what looks to be a lighthouse on the top. So I'll walk down there, see if we can get to the top of the lighthouse. Hill climb does not look good though, but we've been practicing. we can put all that practice into use. Climbing up the Blue Mountains, climbing up the mountain in Canberra. It's too easy walking on flat ground now. Hope the wind isn't ruining the audio, but the wind is definitely a blessing today. Much rather a bit of wind. I know it's a bit more dangerous with the sun and what have you, but sunburn is just a mindset. It's just a frame of mind. If you don't think you're gonna get sunburned, you won't get sunburned. Something about the streets and the architecture just gives me massive American vibes. All looks American today. You walk in the town bit like there, and you think you're in America, and then you walk like down here, and you feel like you're at Southend Pier. Proper bizarre. Honestly, it's so weird. Just going like through different countries, walking around this place. A lot of Australia's like that though. I feel like the city's very much copy like the American architecture, design, layout. I mean, like Canberra was an absolute one-to-one copy of Washington. Sydney, very, very similar to New York. Never been to either of them places, but yeah, just from the movies, you know what I mean? You can get a gist of what them sort of places look like. Asia's top priority. I want to go do Japan, South Korea, China. I want to go do more of Southeast Asia, Vietnam. Not sure if I want to explore any more of Indonesia. Bali was okay. Maybe I'll go to Jakarta or something. I'm not sure. But I want to go to Asia. But then maybe after that, I'll go to America. That is sounding like a bit of a motive, if you ask me. Proving my point once again that this is basically America. One, that's so cool. Two, caddy. Three, an Impala SS. Mate, look at that. The subs in the back as well. And then four, another caddy. Literally the most American cars I've ever seen in my life. We've made it to our first actual beach on this coastal journey, and it's called Nobby's Beach. Let's get a quick view of that, and then we'll make our way up there. There you have it, Nobby's Beach. I think all beaches are pretty much the same, I'll be honest. I don't really see the point in them. Well, I get the point in them. I don't see the point in like people are like, oh, you go to this beach, now go to this beach. Like, it's a nice beach. The water doesn't look too clear though. That's sort of the only thing that I judge a good beach off of. If it has clear water and it's not that busy. It's the only really thing I can judge it off of. But Bondi, the water wasn't that clear and it was so busy, so didn't actually rate it that much. I think Miles rated it a bit more. But then he watches Bondi Rescue a lot when he was younger and I didn't, so for him it's more the movie aspect of it, which I can understand. I imagine if I do go on this American sort of tour, there will be so many spots for movies I'll be going to, so many. I'll probably just make a tour of going to all the movie spots or places from movies, I'm not too sure. But long walk ahead of us. Long walk down here and up there. I don't even know if you can get up there or not. I'm just wondering. We have reached the base of the hill. So close. We were literally like all the way, get out lamppost. We was like all the way over there when I saw this place. We've come so far. Don't know what it is with me just going up hills all the time. But we've basically made it. It's not your typical lighthouse. When I think of a lighthouse, that's not what I think of. I want to go in it. Are you able to go up in the lighthouse?
I'm afraid not.
No.
So both.
That's a bit better. You can actually see the view without the wind. Fuming. I want to go in the lighthouse. Another disappointment. Full of disappointments recently. We're gonna keep walking down there, walk around there. And there's a memorial walk or something someone recommended to me, so we're gonna have a look at that, see what that's like, but I think that's just gonna be a windy. We're spoiler to spoiler. Them ones don't bug me out that much, to be fair. So anymore. Them ones don't bug me out. They're fine. It's the tarantulas. It's the ones where the legs are like that thick, and they've got hair on them. I'm out. It's not really a massive city either, to be honest. I mean, not really many like skyscrapers. I don't know. Maybe they just don't make skyscrapers like they do in England. I like how all the houses are on hills. That's probably my favourite part about the landscape of Sydney. On Sydney, all the houses on hills, like all around the river. That was pretty cool. But yeah, there's not really much going on, I'll be honest. Wish I could give you more information or go and do a fun activity, but there's literally nothing here. So I reckon this will be the last video I make for a while. Probably chill out for a bit, and then I'm gonna head up to Byron Bay. Maybe we'll try and do some surf lessons up in Byron Bay, but apparently Byron Bay is where it's at. Byron Bay is like popping at the moment. So we'll do like, probably gonna end up spending like a week or two in Newcastle, and then we're gonna go up to Byron Bay, see what Byron Bay is all about, see if that's got any good little hidden gems, and then who knows? I don't. Back on the coastal walk now. Tell you, this is pretty cool. It's like a little lagoon for the ocean. There's no waves or anything. It doesn't look like there's a tide in it. There's no, all the rocks break up the waves, and the water's clear. That's my kind of place. Must be a common trend in Australia, but they've got well, they had a Bondi here. They call it ocean baths. Literally just a swimming pool, but it's low enough for the waves to come in and fill it up. I think you're supposed to pay to get in, but we don't pay around here. Gosh, to me. Don't know how I feel about that one. I mean, it's good because there's no like animals or sharks or stingrays and that in there, but what's the difference between this and the ocean? Other than I suppose you don't get sandy when you get out, which is a positive, because that is the worst part for me, it's getting out and getting all sandy. Anyways, yeah, Newcastle ocean baths. We have found another beach. I think this one is literally just called Newcastle Beach. I've just clocked where I've got to walk up that hill. So we got another hill to go up. Like 300 people all just huddled in one bit. Shock. You've got this entire beach. Everyone's just crowded over that one bit. It would seem there's some sort of competition or event going on. There's loads of people with kayaks. Like that. I assume it's a competition.
We are now welcoming to the podium our race 1.
Oh, there you go, race. They're doing racing. And now we start the climb up there. Getting a bit worn out now. Hey, she just won $8,000. Fair play to her. I thought it was just like a little school event, but nah. They're actually out here winning money. Maybe I should get involved. Oh look, they're on TV as well. Mad. Never even heard of it. Never even heard of it. Well, there's enough of that. Continuing on with the journey. And we're continuing with the walk. Now this seems more like a coastal walk to me. I'll be honest. I think what I did before was just walking on a path. Yeah, we're going to keep going up here, and then I believe there's a memorial walk to go up, or walk on, I'm not too sure. So we'll go do the So we'll go do the memorial walk, but we'll see what time it is, as I'm hungry. However, it is 3 o'clock, and I did just have a look, and all the restaurants in Newcastle close at 3 o'clock, and then reopen at 5. So hopefully this takes me like an hour, and then probably be like an hour to get back. Then by then, the Thai restaurant should be open, and we can go try pad Thai. Cannot wait. We've come to a crossroads. Do we go up the steps, or do we walk down? I want to walk down. I don't really want to walk up the steps, but I feel like down doesn't go anywhere. I'm not sure. We'll go down. We'll go down. We'll see what down's all about. Of course, it's a dead end. There's another one. There's so many of these. And now we go up some stairs. I don't think I was on a coastal walk earlier. Oh. Almost. Oh, there's more. Kill. Well, how many steps and hills I got up? Still get well out of breath. Hang on, what's this? What's that? Looks like cells. So random. Why is that here? Why is that here? See if we can try. See if we can get in there. What? What is this? Oh my fucking, oh my god. I thought that was a snake. It's not, it's a gecko. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh, you can see it just wiggle off. Don't know if I want to come in it now. No, that was enough. That was enough. I don't want to go in there. You can just see the head of it. Hopefully I've got that on camera. But you could just see the head of the lizard, of the gecko, or whatever you call them. And they look exactly like snakes' heads. Yeah, nah. I'm calm, thank you. No, thank you. Maybe like San Francisco vibes? Never been. You're giving me San Francisco vibes. We've made it. 2 hours later. 2 hours of walking. But it looks like it was worth it. And there you have it. Here is Newcastle, New South Wales. And if you kept going down there, you get to Sydney. Don't know if you care or not, but little fact for you there. Oh, it's not big of a city either. Definitely a lot more populated than Canberra. Canberra's a ghost town. Canberra literally has nothing. Like nothing. Like this does span out quite wide. And I think that's like the main city hub. I don't know. Doesn't really look like much of a city, but I just assume it's where all the big skyscrapers are. Or where there is no skyscrapers, but I assume it's where the biggest buildings are. But this is a cool little bridge. I think it's a bridge. And it's the first time today that there's no wind. Well, there you have it. That was Newcastle in a nutshell. Well, that was the coastal side of Newcastle in a nutshell. I don't really think there's much in the town. I walked back through the town, so I walked all the way around there. And then where that boat is over there, that's where I started out. So I'm not going to walk all the way back on what I've just done. So I'm going to cut through the town, cut through the city, but I think it's just going to be mainly residential areas. Not much to see. If there's something to see, you'll see it. If not, then then cut to me going to a Thai restaurant. Legs were on fire after that journey. Literally walked around for like 3-4 hours straight. All in preparation for this pad Thai. Oh, I looked up online and the best rated pad Thai, according to Reddit, so you can't always trust Reddit, but according to Reddit, the best rated pad Thai It's sticky rice, something, something, something. Do we go for stairs or lift? Fine, we'll go up the stairs. And on we go. Well, after going the wrong way twice, we have finally made it to sticky rice. I thought it was called sticky rice and something else. Oh, it's not, it's just called sticky rice. So let me order up in here and we'll do a little review. And here we have it. They've already got high ratings. They've already got high ratings. It actually doesn't matter what it tastes like. The fact that it came with a lime. High rating. Let's give it a go. First of all, correct noodles, correct fruit. They just put a lime on it instead of a lemon. And they've made it spicy. Not crazy amount of flavour, I'll be honest. Not crazy amount of flavour. Yeah, I shouldn't be rating on the fact that you've got the incorrect ingredients, but since we're comparing to all the ones in Australia, apparently it matters whether you've got the correct ingredients, because a lot of the places don't have the correct ingredients, or have the correct ingredients but don't decide to put it in the dish. 7.9 I reckon. 7.9 I'm gonna go for. And that was the sticky rice. It was okay. Because it just wasn't an amazing pad thai. I mean, it had all the right things for it to be a good pad thai. Like, it had a good amount of peanuts, which is hard to get. It had the lime, which apparently is hard to get. It had the right noodles, had a lot of chicken. There just weren't much flavour there. Flavour just was non-existent. It was just eating like plain noodles with chicken. I don't see that as a pad thai. Well, every pad thai I've had has had like a nice flavour to it, a nice aroma. Not that one though. But it was only 21 bucks and I was paying like 30 up in Blue Mountains. Canberra, I'm pretty sure I paid 30 there as well, so 21. It's not bad. Nice bit of food. I'm stuffed now, absolutely stuffed. But that is going to be the end of today's little video in Newcastle. Again, I'm not really too sure what I'm going to video next, because I'm sort of just going to go incognito for a week or two. Unless I can find something else to do, but there honestly just isn't much to do. So I'm out here just wandering, which is fine. That's what I do best.